Hey guys, so for this video I want to talk about some films that I got for my birthday since my birthday does fall on April 8th, and I did get quite a few films this year for my birthday. I turned 23 today, and one of the first films I'm going to share with you today that I got, which is actually a Blu-ray combo pack, is the film Hitchcock. It is a film biopic of Alfred Hitchcock's life around the time he was filming his most famous film, which was Psycho. Or at least in my opinion, I thought that was his most famous movie and probably one of his better movies. This film follows both the production process of Psycho, kind of the secretive affair that Hitchcock thought his wife was having around the time the film was going on. And we also kind of see kind of how Ed Gein kind of um, formed his viewpoint on Norman Bates as he was filming the movie and trying to base it off the book as much as possible. And kind of how Ed Gein kind of inspired him to make the character as he was making the movie. Um, but very good film, guys. I'm really glad I got this one as a Blu-ray combo pack. The next film, a lot of people enjoyed it, and they should have because it won Best Picture at the Oscars at the most recent ceremony for that. It's Argo, Ben Affleck's third directed film that he's directed. Um, really enjoyed this film. I really liked Alan Arkin's performance. I'm glad the Film Academy nominated him for Best Supporting Actor back when that happened. Um, Even since from the director of The Town, another Ben Affleck film that I really like. John Goodman was good in this. Bryan Cranston was good in this. Very well done movie. I thought they depicted the Iranian hostage situation very well, and they did it with an interesting approach with the whole fake movie being made and people really being convinced that these people were making this movie overseas. But very good movie. If you haven't seen Argo yet, make sure you check it out. It won Best Picture for a reason, definitely. The next one I got was it's an older film, but I watched it a ton as a kid, and I got this as a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. It did not come with a digital copy, but still, it came with a Blu-ray and a DVD, which is always a good thing. And that's Jumanji by Joe Johnston. I used to watch this film all the time, you guys. I think this film and Mrs. Doubtfire are probably my two favorite Robin Williams movies. Um, I absolutely loved it. I still love it to this day. Some of the effects I think kind of hold up to this day. There's some obviously that are a little cheesy nowadays, but for the most part, this film really it's just as fun now as it was back then when I was a kid. For PG, they got a lot of stuff in here that most PG films today probably wouldn't have in them. Um, we get to see Kirsten Dunst as a young woman in this. She was Mary Jane Watson in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. For those who haven't seen that, but most of you might recognize her. That's what she's from right there. Um, and of course, Robin Williams and Bonnie Hunt's in this too. But she's kind of she's just mentioned here in the as the celebrities here. Um, yeah, very good movie, guys. If you haven't seen Jumanji, make sure you check it out. I'm glad I got that for my birthday. Um, the next one's a very unique film, you guys, but it's very good. I actually put this on my top 10 favorite films of 2012 back when I made that video. It's The Master by Paul Thomas Anderson. Very well done movie. Um, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Joaquin Phoenix, and Amy Adams all got nominated, and for a good reason. All of them did a perfect job in this film. Paul Thomas Anderson, I felt, depicted Scientology in both an interesting way, a tasteful way, and in somewhat a dark comedic way in certain scenes. Just a very unique experience, guys. One of the most unique experiences I probably had in a theater. Um, it's one of those films where you definitely have to go in expecting anything. Definitely have a more open viewpoint on film like I do when it comes to films like this. It's not an action film. It's not, well, it is a drama film, but in a different context. Um, Very different movie, but if you can really get into this, if you like Paul Thomas Anderson, it's definitely worth checking out. And like I said before, it's just a very interesting take on Scientology. I even like how the design on here is almost like an ink blotch you'd see from like a psychiatric hospital or something. And then this next thing I got was not a movie, but it's been turned into several different kinds of film adaptations and TV adaptations. I think even The Simpsons referenced this story at one point, but I got it in novel form, and it's Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. It's a actually a series of it's a collection of short stories by Richard Matheson. If you don't know who Richard Matheson is, he did he wrote the stories I Am Legend, um, what dreams may come, the one with Robin Williams that was based off of a book that he or a story that he wrote. Duel was the Steven Spielberg movie from his very early career. That was based off a Richard Matheson story that he was also a part of in the movie. I think he was one of the screenwriters for that. Um, yeah, Richard Matheson, guys, he's done a lot of stories that made it into big budget and just well known movies. And so the story with the creature on the wing of the plane, I think if in the movie, the Twilight Zone movie, it's John Lithgow. And I think in the Twilight Zone TV show, it was William Shatner who saw the creature on the plane. And I think, like I said, I think there was a Simpsons version of this too. Um, yeah, basically, this guy sees this creature on this plane wing. He freaks out. People aren't believing him, and he's on this whole plane ride. He's seeing this creature on this plane wing. Very creepy story. I can't wait to see what it's like in novel format. And like I said, I can't wait to read the other stories by Richard Matheson that are in this book. But that's what I got this year, guys. My brother didn't make it for the dinner, unfortunately, but I guess I do have another film or another gift to get from him, I guess. Um, and I got a ton of, like gift card related stuff, so I can buy some future releases like Django Unchained and Silver Linings Playbook when those come out. A lot of films coming out too, you guys. I might have to save them for some movies that are coming out soon because there's just a ton of movies that I have to see still, and a ton of movies over the summer I want to see. So I just wanted to let you guys know what I got for my birthday, and hope to see you guys here for the next video.